The Rams-Seahawks game was one of the ugliest beatdowns I've seen in a long time. From start to finish, this was a one-sided domination. For this video, I wanted to focus on the Seahawks offense and try to figure out what exactly went wrong. In this game, the Seahawks had 27 offensive plays in the first half. Mike Davis managed just 19 yards on 6 carries, while Wilson had 85 total passing yards. On a drive-by-drive basis, it was horrific to say the least. They had a fumble after a big gain, 2 back-to-back minus 10-yard drives due to penalties and sacks, and pretty much nothing else went right for this team. To start, the run game was bad outside of 1 carry for 11 yards. In this play, Mike Davis took the handoff from shotgun and ran inside zone to the left. The backside linebackers left unblocked, but Davis does a great job of juking past him. He alone turned this 2-yard carry into an 11-yard gain. Beyond this play, though, the Seahawks offensive line created no holes for Davis. Another inside zone carry from Singleback, the play was totally blown up in the backfield. The nose tackle penetrated hard through the backside A-gap, and Posick can't create enough leverage to wash him down the line. This allowed 93 to tackle Davis for a 2-yard loss on the play. Now, in an ideal world, Davis might have been able to juke him as soon as he got the ball. However, in my opinion, I don't believe he has the initial lateral quickness to do this. Additionally, the double team on the nose tackle was plain awful by Justin Britt. He hurries to get to the second level and doesn't help Posick secure his block. This, and not exclusive to Justin Britt, has been a huge issue for this offensive line this season. They simply failed to execute basic double teams in their scheme. In general, nobody on this line, as you probably have guessed, played well. At best, some were roughly average, while the rest were pretty much, oh my god, what the hell just happened awful. A big reason for this was the play of defensive tackle Aaron Donald. He dominated the Seahawks offense and completely controlled the line of scrimmage. There was a tackle and stunt on 3rd and 12 where he took 2 offensive linemen with him, and he still made the sack. This simply isn't fair. A penetrator in this type of pass rush shouldn't be able to make this type of play. The crazy thing was that while he faced a fair number of double teams, he was still very successful during this game. On the 2nd and 20 play, he used a club swim to get past rookie Ethan Posick and force Russell Wilson to scramble. This was all done in 2.5 seconds, where he totally disrupted the play. Now, I'm not going to absolve Wilson though. Sure, he was under duress for a large percent of his snaps, but he also made a number of boneheaded decisions like his throwaway fumble and threw multiple uncatchable balls. My final grade was a C-, and this was simply not up to the usual standard of play that we have for him. In the second quarter, with 11 minutes remaining, he overthrew this post route. He doesn't fully get his hips through the throw, and then he overcompensates using his arm to make the delivery. This causes the sail way over the head of his intended receiver. This would have been a tight throw regardless, but you have to give your receiver the chance to make this catch. On another play halfway through the second quarter was one of his worst plays all game. It's a bootleg fake where Bevel was trying to give Wilson a 3-level read. He faces instant pressure, and based on how the other receivers recovered, he should have just dumped the ball off to Baldwin. He had him open underneath with room to run, and all he had to do was a simple jump lob pass in order to get him the ball. As a contrast, he made a pretty good throw in the middle of the first quarter. The Rams rushed 4 and instantly collapsed the pocket. Wilson stayed calm and found Graham on his dig route. While the ball is low, it hits him in stride where the receiver definitely should have caught it. Like pretty much everything else that happened though, the Seahawks wound up punting 3 plays later instead of getting a much-needed 20-yard gain. Before I move on, I want you to note the location of this ball. Wilson is on the 10-yard line, and this play came on 1st and 20 after Dwayne Brown was called for a holding penalty. Pretty much every drive started with some sort of penalty or sack that put them in a poor position. With their inability to run the ball and their consistent mistakes up front, they simply couldn't convert the 3rd and long downs in order to sustain their drives. Also, you then combo this with bad special team coverage by the Seahawks, and it pretty much gave the Rams the victory. The last point I'm going to make is that I rarely am a fan of criticizing a coaching staff. However, with the crazy amount of pressure that the Seahawks were facing, I was absolutely shocked that they only ran 2 screens during the first half. With a horrific lack of run game and pressure coming from an aggressive Rams front, the screen game can help. It can slow a pass rush down, and it's honestly not like the Seahawks were going to block them anyways. At least this way, you have a chance at getting your blockers out front. In my opinion, there were obviously a large number of reasons why the Seahawks offense completely collapsed during this game. They play the Cowboys next week, and I do honestly expect a rebound performance, as that game will probably be a high-scoring affair. Well, thank you so much for watching. Our good friends at BetDSI.com want to offer a free $25 wager to any viewer of this channel. If you use promotion code BREAK25, you can get a free bet in your next game. If you are a casual gambler or simply want to make these games more fun, this can be your chance to do this. For this week, I'm currently thinking the Falcons at plus 5.5 at the Saints, and I feel like this game could come down to a field goal. Regardless, this bet is completely risk-free as long as you use promotion code BREAK25 when you sign up. Now, if you enjoy this breakdown, go ahead and click the link to my Patreon account. Any amount you donate is greatly appreciated. Thank you again for all your support, and you can follow me on Twitter at Samuel R. Gold.